knowing your parents, knowing that they're undocumented, knowing the journey that they had to endure to get to this country, have they lived in the shadows? I mean, have they lived their 35 years in this country mostly hidden away in their home or their apartment?
Yes, it's been 35 years of living in the shadows for both of my parents. My father is a brilliant man, and I don't say that because he's my father. He is truly a great and is an intelligent man. I think that hadn't it been for his status, he probably could have pursued his interests and his passions. He's a carpenter by trade. Um, Gosh, every with every employer that he's been with, right? He's been like the model employee. He could have been promoted. He could have, sought a better life. But because of that fear of the fear of him being highlighted, of him being under the radar, he's had to maintain a low profile all these years. And even more so now, right? Right now with the current administration, the fear in our communities, they're not going out to the stores. They're trying to draw as little attention to them as possible.
Wow. How did growing up like that, knowing that you could come home one day from school and your parents might be gone, how was that for you as a child and your sibling, just knowing that your parents were living in constant danger of being deported?
As a young child, I can recall I was fairly cognizant that, this was something that we were living with. Um, I mean, there were times, right, where it was 5 p.m. and my mom wasn't home. My mom worked in the textile industry, and if she wasn't home, I'd call her job to make sure that she was still there. It's that uncertainty. You never know if your parent is going to return from home. And I can't even imagine the children now, right, that are having to go through this, not knowing whether there's going to be someone at the gate to pick them up.
Is there anything you'd like for us to tell our lawmakers?
I would like them to know that we are more than just a labor force. We are more than just a set of brown or black hands out right in the fields. We are, we have families, friends, we have networks here in the community. Unfortunately, for one reason or another, the pathway to citizenship hasn't been as open for everyone, but we are more than just a labor force. And I think we should consider that when we're talking to our families.